Hello! Greetings everyone. Welcome to another exciting Malt&Cane competitions live draw. Our very first live draw on YouTube. I guess I can officially say that I'm a YouTuber now. Woohoo! Moving up in the world. Something to add to the resume, perhaps. So for those of you who were wondering why we're not on Facebook Live as normal, unfortunately, for some unknown reason, Facebook has decided to restrict my ability to host online events. It's just happened randomly out of the blue yesterday. Haven't been able to figure out why that's been happening. I'm still waiting for the technical folks over at Facebook to get back to me with some sort of solution. However, Facebook's loss, YouTube's gain. It is something that I've been wanting to transition over to anyways, simply because YouTube just tends to be a lot more accessible to people than Facebook. I'd probably argue and say that there's a lot more people with a YouTube account or at least a Gmail account that they can use to log into YouTube and comment and participate in the live draws versus those with an active Facebook account. So we'll give it a shot. We'll see how it works out. At least in terms of functionality, the interface for YouTube is much nicer. I can actually see who's joined us in the live stream, and it's a lot less glitchy. So from a user perspective, I'm liking it definitely. But let me know what you guys think about moving the draws over to the YouTube. I think it's more or less the same. I think it's just a preference for which platform people are more active on. Anyways, who's joined us today? We've got Jamie Reynolds, John's here, Jack's here, Ian's here, Pensive Child is here as well. Ooh, I wonder who Pensive Child is. Evening to you all, and thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's draws. We'll just give it a couple of minutes for people to join in before we get in on the action. Good evening, Chris. How you doing? Yeah. Hope everyone's had a decent weekend. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to actually make it to the Glasgow Whisky Festival this Saturday. Obviously couldn't get a free pass from the missus, so had to chip in and help take care of the wee baby. But I did manage to meet up with some folk after the whiskey show, at least those who were not completely falling over and retired to bed by 6 p.m. So it was nice to meet some people from the whiskey crew. Good. Right. First draw in February, even though it's almost the end of February. But we've got 3 leveler draws coming up. Before we get into that, just a reminder for those competitions ending next Sunday. Sorry, this coming Sunday, not next Sunday. That's the 27th. So we've got the Daffmill. Still plenty of tickets left for the Daffmill. What's the status at? Let's see now. We've got only 27 tickets sold for the Daffmill. Bit surprising. I was expecting ticket sales to be a lot stronger for this, but I suppose a lot of people have already gotten a bottle, or at least have gotten to try a sample. But it's definitely a worthwhile competition entering. It's a great bottle to have on your shelf. Do tend to be great drinkers. Not particularly sure that the seasonal releases of Daffmill have that much of an investment potential. Perhaps in 5-7 years time, when people are hunting down previous releases, they might go up in value, but for the time being, these are just excellent drinkers. If you haven't tried it, there's still samples up on sale on the BBR website. So I think they're £25 for like 100ml sample. So if you're interested in trying it, head over to the Berry Brothers and Rudd website and get yourself a wee 100ml taster. And if you like it, obviously, enter the draw and you can win your own wee bottle. We've also got the Inaugural Glenlivet. That's also ending on Sunday. What we've got slightly better ticket sales for that. Well, slightly better from my perspective. 34 tickets sold for the Glenlivet. This was from Dingwall, the first fully community-owned distillery in Scotland. So it's not owned by any corporations. Any profits that are made are reinvested either into the distillery or into community projects around Dingwall. So worthwhile mission, and really looking forward to what comes out of Glenlivet in the coming years. This was I'm going to I'm trying to remember how many bottles were produced overall, and I'm smiling because this was the skill testing question on for the competition, and a lot of people got it wrong, and I really should know it off the top of my head, but I don't. Anyways, 5,800 total. However, 2,000 of those were only 2,000 were available for general sale. So this is doing pretty well on auctions at the moment. I think they're going for about £180. Don't know if that price will keep up or not. It's hard to predict with these inaugural releases sometimes. But that competition's ending next Sunday as well. And we've also got the Glasgow Distillery Portcast finish. This is our free to enter draw prize for our email subscribers. So if you haven't entered already, make sure you're signed up to our email list. Open one of our emails and look for the code, and you can bag yourself a free ticket. You can also purchase extra tickets if you so desire. We'll leave that up to you guys. Great. Yeah, we've got some new people, some new names that I don't recognise who've joined us. So welcome to Ian Lister. Good luck, he says. And Ross. Ross's first draw tonight. Wonderful. Good luck indeed. Jamie seems to be having some issues with the stream. Well, hopefully it's sorted itself out. But it seems to be working fine for most people, I think. If not, just drop me a comment. It's probably just down to a temporary loss of latency in my internet, but should fix itself in a few seconds. Good luck, says the big man. Thanks for joining. Great, let's move on to the first draw then. Where is my spreadsheet? There we go. And let's change the camera view. So 3 leveler draws tonight. We'll start off with the one for the other Springbanks. So I thought this would be kind of cool to do. Springbank's been receiving a lot of attention lately. Prices have been absolutely through the roof, ridiculous. And it's just been a mad hustle to get anything coming out of Springbank. But the smart ones amongst us recognise that there's stuff that's coming out of Springbank that isn't labelled as Springbank. So for those of you who don't know, Springbank also produces Longrow, which is their heavily peated version, Hazelburn, which is their completely non-peated triple distilled whiskey, and also Kilkerran, which it also tends to be peated. I don't know if its claim to fame is peat. as it is with long row. But the bottle that's up for grabs tonight is from their heavily peated range. There's been 5 bottles released so far in the heavily peated range, and this one, I believe, the one that's up for grabs is number 4 or number 5. Can't even remember. Oh, I'm doing a terrible job of keeping track of my own competitions. Awful. Let's... Oh, I can't see the description anymore because it's sold out anyways. Right. Level of competitions, strictly 15 tickets and strictly 1 ticket per person. Your odds are a little bit better for this competition because only 14 tickets sold. So, yeah, slightly better for those who've entered. There was one person who got the skill testing question wrong. However, they have been in touch with me subsequently to revise their answers, so their entry does count. Let's head over to the number picker, random.org. So if you've joined us for the first time, we use a completely independent third-party service provider for picking our numbers. We've got absolutely no control over which numbers are picked. The time right now is 13 minutes past 8 on the 21st. There we go. Can you see? No, well, my toolbar is being blocked by my picture-in-picture screen, but anyways. Right. So the minimum number is 1 and maximum is, I believe, 14. Well, we'll just go with 15. There we go, 15. Great. Good luck, folks. The winner of one of the other Springbank expressions is number 7. Number 7, I think number 7's won a couple of times in the past few weeks as well. And I know, there we go, it's our current reigning champion in the level of competitions, the infamous Mr. Eggplant, who has done it again with, I believe, number 7 again. So congratulations, Eggplant. I don't know if you've joined us on the stream tonight. If you have and you've made up your mind as to which bottle you'd prefer, please let us know in the comments. If not, just get back to me as soon as you can. I will obviously be in touch with you if I don't hear from you. Great. Good. Let's have a quick gander over onto the comments. Evening, Stefan. Thanks for joining. Yeah. So, well, there's a wee hint for you. I will at some point do some sort of crude statistical analysis on which numbers seem to be the lucky ones that seem to be picked more often than not from random.org. But I do believe number 7 has come up at least a couple of times in the past in our level of draws. So a wee hint, if you see the next level of competition come up, go and snag number 7. You might just be luckier than your other numbers. Jamie seems to be having some sort of lag issue, I think. I think what's potentially happened is that everyone else is tuned in live and Jamie might not be on the live version. I don't know. Strange. Yeah. Not sure, Jamie, not sure. But yeah, Eggplant has won the first draw for tonight. Ian's gone hard on the doublers after the last draw. Good to know. Great. Hope Patrick and Wendy didn't get an entry. Yes, absolutely. Doesn't seem to be a Patrick or Wendy on the ticket list. Those Bitcoin Bitcoin salesmen who seem to be haranguing people on the WhatsApp group. I do have to take some responsibility for that. I'm not really sure how they're getting the link to the WhatsApp group. It's potential. I thought it was through the link that was posted on the Facebook page, but I think also they might be getting the link when I send it out through email. So it looks like there's some spam accounts in my email database, which I need to somehow try and weed out. But hopefully they don't return. Good. Next draw then. Next draw is a choice between a Macallan Sherry Oak 12 and a Colonel E.H. Taylor bourbon from the Buffalo Trace distillery. So it really is a preference over some quality bourbon or some decent enough sherry cask whiskey from Macallan. A bottle that you can actually open. Macallan 12 sherry cask doesn't really have that much of a investment value. It's maybe valuable for some people who are potentially doing a vertical of releases of the 12 sherry cask, but even that I would say is a bad idea, because it's not as though they only create one or two batches of the 12-year-old expression every year. It's done in large volumes, and there's several releases over the course of the year. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't really think it states the actual year of bottling on the Macallan 12 sherry cask bottles. That's different from the Macallan 18s and the 25s and the older expressions, obviously, in which they state the year of the annual release, which increases the collectability of that bottle. Good. Right then, without further ado, let's head on over to the draw. Just give this page a wee refresh. Macallan or bourbon? All 15 tickets sold out, which is great to see. And yeah, good luck everyone. Once again, there was one person who got the skill testing question wrong, but they have subsequently changed their answer to the correct one, so their entry does stand. Right, drum roll time. Is it going to be number 7 again? Let's find out. Well, I don't know if Eggplant has chosen number 7 again in this draw. I'm pretty sure he's in the draw. Just don't know which number he's chosen, but let's find out. It's number 5. Number 5. Who is number 5? Number 5 is Jock the Fish. Congratulations, Jock the Fish. It's a name that I don't recognize, so I think it might be a new winner, a first-time winner on the site. Well done, and congratulations. The choice is completely yours, whether you want the Macallan 12 sherry cask or the bourbon. So if let's see if they've joined us on the stream. Well done, Jock. Congratulations, Jock the Fish. Maybe give it a couple of minutes to see if they've joined us. If you have joined us, Jock the Fish, feel free to tell us which bottle you'd like, or if you haven't decided yet, take your time. I will be in touch. There's absolutely no rush. You can have a think. Great. Last but not least, we have got the Locklear Inaugural Edition. I thought I had a bottle open here, but I think it's still in the box. Well, it's boxed up and ready to go. Let's put it that way. Well, I think you all know what it looks like, so I don't really need to put put it on show here. Locklear, 15 tickets, all sold out again. Sold out quite quickly, actually, so seems to be quite a bit of interest in this whiskey. So for those of you who don't follow whiskey as religiously as the rest of us, Locklear Distillery over in, where is it? Is it down in Ayrshire? Was their inaugural release was released on Robbie Burns Day, and it's been getting some pretty good reviews lately. I actually haven't had a chance to try it yet. I think I've got a sample coming in somewhere at some point. I've just got too many samples on the go at the moment to keep track. Well, it's a good problem to have. Let's put it that way. I'm not complaining. I just don't seem to have the time these days to get stuck into them as soon as possible. But I think there's a few people on the site who have tried the Locklear. I think Big Man might have tried it and given his seal of approval to it, as have a couple of other prominent online bloggers. Obviously, very young whiskey, so can't be expecting too much. But quite surprised to see that that the reviews have been as positive as they have. So also doing well in the secondary auction market as well. Primarily because it's just come out. I think everyone wants to get their hands on a bottle. Don't think that price level is going to last for too long. So if your intention is to just flip the bottle, I'd suggest doing it sooner rather than later. But hopefully whoever wins this wants one to enjoy or wants one to add to their long-term collection. So no judgment though. Right. Last draw for the night. Hang on, let's see. Quick segue to the comments. John says he's got a sample to try at some point. Fantastic. Stefan's advocating the bourbon. I'll reserve my judgment, but suffice to say that Stefan and I are on the same page here. And there we go. Big Man says he's really impressed with the Locklear. Very nice dram. Fantastic. Good. Donos. Great. So, final draw of the night. Locklear. We've got sold out 15 tickets. We've got Drama Queen. Oh, haven't seen the Drama Queen enter a lot of our recent draws. So welcome back. Ian Harrison, Ross, Levi, Jock the Fish is back in. Glenn, Simon, Eggplant's here as well. Eggplant doesn't have number 7 this time, so there you go. Trigger, Jamie by name, Torchy. Don't recognise Torchy, must be someone new. But good luck one and all. Let's see who's won the Locklear. Let's change that to 15. Drum roll time. Who's gonna win it? Number 9. So, all single digit numbers coming up trumps tonight. We got number 7, number 5, and now number 9. Who is it? Number 9 is Dunedin Gav. Congratulations, Gav. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it might be Gav's very first win as well. And a long time coming. Gav has been taking part in our competitions for a better part of 3 months. Almost religiously enters every competition and has been unlucky a few times. But there we go. The tide's turned. He's on the winning board now. And well, maybe just like buses, it's just going to keep on. The winds are just going to keep on rolling for the next few weeks. Who knows? Who knows? But congratulations, Gav. Very, very happy for your first win on Malt&Cane competitions. Well, there we have it, folks. Thank you for joining. Yeah, lots of competitions, lots of tickets up on sale on the website. So feel free to enter and spread the word. For those of you on the WhatsApp group, I will be sending out this month's Whisk Congeniality poll. So if you are part of the WhatsApp group, you have a special privilege of choosing next month's bottles. Well, at least some of next month's bottles. Some of them I've already kind of decided I'm putting on regardless. Others, I'm looking for some input, some help as to what you guys are most regular and loyal customers wish to see on the website. So this is your chance to vote. And if you're not on the WhatsApp group, definitely do join. Send me a message on the Facebook page, and I will send you the link to join. It's a nice bunch of fellas and a couple of gals as well. It doesn't get too busy. A little bit of banter, some little bit of sharing of whiskey intel. So good times. Right then, I will let you all get on with your Monday nights. Enjoy the rest of your weeks, and I will see you all back on the YouTube live stream next Sunday, where hopefully a lot more people can join us, and we'll maybe do another happy hour deal on next Sunday's draw as well, so stay tuned for that. But for now, all the very best. Congratulations to all the winners tonight, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.